Charlie Mount at 1:30 p.m. Then Dental Technical and Uaten High square off at 3:30 p.m. The Costa Cup doubleheader, October 5. See it happen on CVM TV.
Schoolboy Football, brought to you by Edgechem, AIM Financial Services, Texaco, and Connix.
Get Sagicor School Companion Health Plan for as little as $2,540 per month. The time by Sagicor Life is
7 o'clock.
I'm the first in my generation to have a piece of property for myself.
Tonight in CVM News at 7. Recession fears. Opposition and government clash over economic outlook. Fiery protests in Waltham Park, Kingston, sparked by poor road conditions. And repairs coming for St. Anne Market. Also in the news, Central Manchester to receive massive infrastructural upgrades. In the business report, the latest happenings in the markets. And in sports, former reggae boy Fabian Davis is critical of current reggae boys setup. From Kingston, Jamaica, I am TK Dawkins. And I'm Curlin Brown. It's Friday, the 27th day of September, 2024. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, tonight, a stark warning from the opposition. Jamaica could be heading for a recession. Opposition Senator Peter Bunting sounded the alarm in the Senate, citing concerns about a stalled economy and the potential for thousands of job losses in the business process outsourcing sector due to the rise of artificial intelligence. But Industry Minister Albin Hill is pushing back, defending the government's handling of the economy and pointing to increased investments as proof of growth. Ramon Gordon has the details.
Opposition Senator Peter Bunting has warned that Jamaica may be heading into a recession, citing sluggish economic growth and impending job cuts in the business process outsourcing BPO sector. That comes as global outsourcing company IBEX shutters 2 of its call centers on the island, eliminating at least 1,600 workstations. Bunting raised the alarm in the Senate on Friday, noting that at least one other BPO operator is projecting a stark decline in future employment.
I personally know that another one of the large operators in Jamaica is predicting that the impact of artificial intelligence and other trends means that we'll likely see, at least in their operation, and they have thousands of employees, you will likely see a 40 to 60% decline in employment over the next 2 to 3 years.
Bunting argues that the government's narrative of economic growth is inconsistent with recent data from the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, and the Bank of Jamaica, BOJ. The PIOJ's second quarter growth figures show that the economy barely grew by 0.1%, and the BOJ has forecast negative growth for the quarter ending September.
All of that data from the World Bank Group, from Statin, from PIOJ, from BOJ, all that data contradicts your suggestion of a booming economy.
However, Industry Minister Albin Hill, in his Senate opener, preemptively dismissed Bunting's recession fears and defended the government's performance, pointing to easing price pressures in recent months, as well as strong direct investments.
Wisynco, Madam President, invested 11.63 billion Jamaican dollars in an expansion project, hundreds of millions of dollars that have gone into the economy since the Bank of Jamaica may have made their assessment.
Private sector gains were insufficient to satisfy Bunting, who remained consistent in his critique of the government's stewardship of the economy.
We have been in a decline for the last 8 quarters in terms of growth. It stalled at the end of June. It is negative in this quarter, and if we're not careful, we'll be in a recession by the end of the year.
On the matter of call centers, the BPO sector has in recent days made headlines following the closure of 2 facilities and the rumored shuttering of others.
I will talk about IBEX in the state of the nation. Madam President, if it pleases you.
Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
Tributes are pouring in for the late Patricia Golding, mother of People's National Party President and opposition leader Mark Golding, who passed away on Thursday night. The civil servant was also the widow of the late Sir John Golding, widely known for his contribution to the health sector. The cause of her death has not been revealed. The PNP issued a statement expressing condolences. Now, Patricia Golding passed away peacefully in her sleep. In the statement, the party shares Lady Patricia's spirit, grace and unwavering love will continue to live on in the hearts of all who knew her. She was a symbol of quiet strength and dignity, deeply cherished by her family and respected by all those whose lives she touched. The release added the party stands united with the family in their time of grief. CVM News joins in expressing condolences to the family and friends of Lady Golding.
Motorists and residents on Friday took to the streets of Waltham Park, Kingston, setting debris aflame as they protest poor road conditions. The residents say the dire conditions have plagued them for years and affect students and emergency services alike. Courtney Lewis has more on what took place Friday morning.
The streets of Waltham Park in Kingston went up in flames as protesters blocked roadways, lamenting poor road conditions. They say the issues have persisted for over a year and affect not just taxi operators, but students and commuters as well.
2 years now, we are suffering the road. 2 years now.
I'm make the report and all know. See, the school is there, another school is there, and they're all babies from 3 months to 6 years old, and this is what they have to endure.
Actually, in the morning, it really affected me badly, especially when I'm navigating the road to come and at my workplace. So it really, the road is in a deplorable condition.
Too much accident are going on the road. Bike man, bicycle man, and the car them a ride on the sidewalk. The road needs to fix.
One resident pointed to an underlying concern, which she believes needs to be addressed.
Still have a bigger problem because every morning I come to work, I see river running, the flowing right up there. So even if them come and fix the road, there's a bigger problem because it has been fixed already and the water come from all the way up there. So I don't know where it's coming from and dig up the surface.
Now they're calling on their political representatives to address the matter, contending enough is enough. Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Andrew, Dr. Angela Brownberg, says she understands the frustration given the condition of the thoroughfare that divides Southwest and East Central St. Andrew.
Quite frankly, it's a road that we have spoken about on so many occasions. It is one of those that we identified, certainly from Southwest St. Andrew perspective, for Spark, because it is a road that is the responsibility of NWA.
She adds the issue is not unique and has been recurring for the last 2 years.
And I think it is really a shame that every year persons have to come and create a big thing for any work to be done. It does need to be fixed.
She is joining the call for urgent attention to be paid to the roadways by the National Works Agency. Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
Like many markets, the one in St. Anne's Bay has its own set of issues. And so when the mayor and the local government minister visited the parish this week, vendors did not hold back their complaints. However, as our reporter Trisha Gay Kelly reports, repairs for the market will get underway in the near future with a $15 million fund.
Vendors in the St. Anne's Bay Market in the Garden Parish are complaining that the facility is in deplorable condition. And despite paying market fees, the vendors say they continue to be exposed to the unhygienic conditions.
It's not proper to see people selling in the market with want to fix. When rain fall, the market leak, people think damage and stuff like that. And they only come and promise that they're going to come and fix the market.
Put we inside the market. Nobody coming inside the market to buy. So we have to out here because we know them are going to talk about it. And we don't have a bathroom down this side.
They explained they are forced to use restroom facilities in fast food restaurants. That issue was acknowledged by St. Anne's Mayor Michael Bell Navis, who says the matter is now being addressed.
It's well needed, and with the execution at the St. Anne Municipal Corporation, we'll ensure that this is done and expeditiously, because the residents and the vendors need to have this type of renovation done. The bathroom facilities are in motion, and I believe that once we get that going, it will make things a little easier for people to come and enjoy the market experience.
This was brought up while on a tour with local government and rural development minister Desmond Mackenzie. The minister visited the Garden Parish on Friday to explore issues plaguing citizens. He says his team is working to refurbish the facility.
We built a brand new market in Port Maria, in St. Mary. But yet the vendors find it more feasible to stay out on the street. I'm sure that once the improvements to this market is carried out, vendors will be encouraged. I was inside there and believe me, I was burning out. And I have an appreciation and I understand what they're saying.
Minister Mackenzie explains, however, that funding to repair the market was provided and given to the former mayor, but nothing was done. He says he's committed to getting the job done. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Almost 300 farmers in West Portland were recipients of agricultural supplies like fertilizer, seedlings and baby chicks as part of post-burial relief efforts spearheaded by MP Darrell Vaz. The initiative aimed at boosting production costs almost $8 million. With more, here's Courtney Lewis.
270 farmers benefited from the donation of over $8 million in agricultural supplies through a post-burial response initiative on Thursday. Many expressed their gratitude for the opportunity to recover after losing almost everything.
We come here today and I'm happy for the fertilizer because we can get to go back and put some fertilizer on the planting and the yam them, you know.
Yeah, we start back all over again, put salt to the wheel, you know. And make up mind for those do it because those salt go.
I think at the right place at the right time now to get some information to move on.
The Member of Parliament for West Portland, Darrell Vaz, says the program, in collaboration with the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, is part of the government's plan to develop the parish.
Working to increase production in Portland because it is deficient despite the land space and massive land program we have engaged farmers in recently in West Portland to explore the possibilities for future agriculture programs.
The minister placed special emphasis on the importance of youth involvement, breaking down the allocations.
We need to get more youth that are not involved in innovative farming, and we must find avenues to encourage their involvement, especially through partners with the 4-H. 10 youth farmers are to receive fertilizer and seeds, approximately $200,000. That is to encourage the youngsters to get into farming rather than just sitting on the roadside.
60 grants of $50,000 were donated to fishermen, with another 150 farmers receiving fertilizers, baby chicks, and new irrigation systems. As part of Vaz's plan for expansion, he recommends a multi-agency approach to increase the agricultural mainstay.
We are in the plans to do the NHT housing scheme opposite case. That means more persons will be living in Portland, and several other initiatives that the government is undertaking. So we have to make sure that we can supply the agricultural products that are needed right here in Portland rather than having to go on the truck to Coronation Market and go elsewhere out of the parish to try and sell.
He maintains the recovery efforts should seek to ensure food security despite the land space in the parish. Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
Stay with us, more local news when we return.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them. This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Protect yourself from the bite of this mosquito.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Ray and Neve, feel we culture. Yo! New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah. Share it. And make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with me. No matter with the bad vibes, poor rear rum, a celebration time. Rear rum, I feel we culture. Rear rum. Make we show ya Jamaican culture. Ray and Neve, you overproof from we just have to do with culture.
Yeah man, make some noise because Burger King Double Deal Pick 2 is back. $16.50 you get 2 whole of Burger King combo. Is a win-win. Pick 2 combos. Whopper Junior Cheese with bacon, American Chicken Sandwich or Big Fish Sandwich combo for only $16.50. Spend 1 money, win 2 times. Food for me and my party or just for me. Cause me hungry right now. Myself and I go hungry later. You see it. 1 money, 2 food. Listen. 1 money, 2 food. Win-win. Burger King Double Deal Pick 2.
Thanks for staying with us. Following the heavy rains that led to significant flooding in the southern parts of the island on Wednesday, a member of parliament is speaking up about the steps being taken in her constituency to prevent damage from similar weather events. Here's more from Britannia Whittle.
This was the scene in Mandeville, Manchester on Wednesday after heavy rains flooded southern parishes. The drainage systems were overwhelmed by the persistent downpours, resulting in waterlogged streets and damaged vehicles. One bystander, who claims he's no stranger to the floodwaters, says he had to save his vehicle, but others were not so fortunate.
The draining system needs to start out better. Because it takes too much.
Yeah, man.
It hurt right now. Everybody will go this morning at tears in their eye, you know.
That's true, man.
Because every vehicle has this morning go and mash up.
How many vehicles were here in total last
5. Me was 5. And me run and save my one and the next 4 get a beaten. I reckon take up the next 4. And me alone save out of the 5. Because I told me get it already, I couldn't take it again.
I really thought, man.
Because me get it already. I run and save myself.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for Manchester Central, Rhoda Moy Crawford, says drain cleaning and debushing operations have been initiated in several areas of the constituency.
What I'm updating the public about is the extensive drain cleaning and debushing exercise that the government has undertaken through the NWA. Already, work would have been completed in sections of Porus along the main road. Work has also started along Old Melrose. A team will be moving along from the Williamsfield roundabout into Royal Flat along Caledonia Road. Another team will begin shortly too from the Royal Flat entrance to New Hall, straight along that corridor going back to Richmond. Works will also commence along the Carteret Road corridor and the Mandeville to Rods Corner corridor, particularly to the Keeplef area, and then works along the corridor leading to Northern Caribbean University.
She's urging residents to play their part in keeping the environment clean and preventing the buildup of debris.
I want to use this opportunity as well to appeal to constituents. Please, you have to start practicing proper containerization of your waste. I have gone out there with private trucks that I have contracted to remove garbage, and because the wastes are not properly containerized, what would take the operators 1 hour 30 minutes is taking them 3 hours 5 hours.
As the initiatives continue, the Member of Parliament also shared that a number of roads have been marked for rehabilitation in coming months. Britannia Witter, CVM News.
2 air conditioning units were just a few of the items donated on Thursday to the Bellevue Hospital by DJ Rodney Bounty Killer Price. The initiative, geared towards equipping the hospital's family room, was sponsored by the Bounty Foundation. Patricia Kelly tells us more.
I think I'm a gift that keeps on giving. Sentiments shared by prominent dancehall DJ Rodney Price, more popularly known as Bounty Killer, following the donation of 2 air conditioning units, wheelchairs, walkers, and other products to the Bellevue Hospital on Thursday. The DJ, known for his infamous buzz phrase "cross, angry, miserable," says he has transformed to cool, calm, and collected. He says he understands the importance of mental health, citing his previous demeanor as a mild form of mental illness, making the donation even more important to him. The products, sponsored by the Bounty Foundation, will go towards equipping the hospital's family room, which, according to Bellevue's CEO, will benefit its over 400 social patients. Price says this initiative has been something he has wanted to do for quite some time. This while adding that more emphasis ought to be placed on the importance of mental health.
I don't think Jamaicans pay much attention to mental disabilities. And there's a lot of people who are mental issue and they don't even know. And it's not like you can look on them and they can tell. Sometimes they speak normal, but they still have issues. So it's just a matter of compassion and care. We have to make sure we share that, because you just never know.
He attributes this act of benevolence to his mom, whom he says was also involved in charity foundations many years ago. Price is encouraging Jamaicans to give more support to the mentally challenged.
Well, I want the public to know that we always have to support each other and we always have to look out for each other. And then a country that looks out for the elders and the kids and the mental disabled, we will stay stable. So I think we have to do that. We have to play that role. So we wouldn't mind corporate Jamaica, the communities, come on board, support the hospital, as I said.
Price says he will be taking Bellevue under his wings and promises future collaborations. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
The community of Irwin in St. James is still reeling after the fatal shooting of 54-year-old Rose Anne-Marie Brown, affectionately called Dukey, earlier this week. Reports are residents heard Miss Brown's screams from inside her bar, followed by a loud explosion reminiscent of a gunshot. Eyewitnesses described seeing several men fleeing from the location after the commotion. Upon checking the bar, Ms. Brown was lying unresponsive on the floor behind a door. The police were alerted, and it was later confirmed there was a single gunshot wound to her left breast. Open game boxes were also found scattered around the bar, suggesting possible theft and/or a robbery. The crime fighters are seeking information from the public to assist in their investigation.
Lights, camera, and high fashion dominated CVM's Hollywood-styled Rise and Shine anniversary celebrations today, marking a year since the refreshed and rebranded new-look CVM TV. The station highlighted its talents both on screen and off, with a wave of celebrations well into the afternoon that culminated in a social. Here's Nika Lewis with a glimpse.
Dazzling designs and glamorous gowns dominated the one-year celebration that rocked the air with the refreshed morning show, Sunrise. The theme, Rise and Shine, the reunion. Indubitably, the only thing missing was the red carpet from the dizzy heights of celebrity presenters and morning personalities. Fabulously styled and nostalgic, the morning show was on fire. CVM's one-year post-rebranding with its new See It Happen logo and a plethora of local and international content maintained a captive audience with raving reviews.
Coming to you live from Studio 69, it's Rise and Rewind, the reunion show. I'm your resident hostess with the mostest, TK Dawkins, and I'm just going to give you a moment to just take this all in. Are you there? Are you experiencing it? Are you seeing what's going on? It's a special day. We're celebrating 1 year of Sunrise. Can you believe it? 1 year. I feel like we're just born and we reached one already. Helping me keep the vibe going this morning is DJ Phoenix on the ones and twos. DJ Phoenix, talk to me. How you doing?
Yeah, we feel good, innit?
What's happened behind the scenes has not always been fantastic, but the newsroom counts it all joy.
It's been hard.
News is very hard work. People think we just come to the newsroom and we sit and we laugh and we write something pretty and it goes on air. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of investigation. It's a lot of planning. But that sort of intense environment builds, very beautiful community. And that has been probably one of the best parts of my experience here, the community that I have gained. Nika, Curlin, the rest of the news team. It's one big family because we really do go through a lot of traumatic events together. Mm-hmm. But it's brought us close together. And I'm grateful for that.
And what's a celebration without food and music?
We have a special entrance.
We're all getting
special entrance.
We're all going to Bali. We're going to what?
Yes,
The company's new owners are also heralding a year of victories and memorable moments, making the lows near forgotten.
Congratulations to the team. Fantastic job. You've changed morning television in Jamaica and around the world. Yeah. And I thank you for all having a single purpose to making Sunrise the best show ever.
Yay!
I know when we started this process, I met with each of you individually to talk you into this. Guess who was the hardest person to convince? I'll give you one guess.
Miss Kitty.
One guess. No. Miss Kitty was on board from day one. Guess who was the hardest person to convince?
Thank you. Thank you. What's the mean? I thought the second hardest.
I met with each of you individually, and you're all on board, and you've given all 110%. So I thank you.
So what's next for the new CVM? Dearest gentle viewers, I'd say let's wait and see it happen as the next chapter unfolds in October. Nika Lewis, CVM News.
We take a break, but first, the markets.
Make some nice because Burger King double deal big 2 is back to $16.50. You get 2 whole Burger King combo. Is a win-win. Big 2 combos. Whopper Junior cheese with bacon, American chicken sandwich, or big fish sandwich combo for only $16.50. Spend 1 money, win 2 times. Food for me on my party or just for me. Cause me hungry right now. Myself and I go hungry later. You see it. 1 money, 2 food. Listen. 1 money, 2 food. Win-win. Burger King double deal big 2. Me, I go show them my way of justice.
I'm abused.
I need legal advice. I don't deserve this.
The truth of the matter is, justice there for all of we. The Ministry of Justice has trained more than 5,600 persons in restorative justice practices. More than 200,000 victims have been supported by the victim services. Legal aid has reached thousands island-wide. Make we talk it out, not fight it out. Call 888 Justice today.
Hi everyone, my name is Kurt Dunn.
Greetings from Kali's Kali Yoga.
Hey, it's Travin Morrison, and I am your National Physical Activity Specialist. And it's time to make a move.
Jamaica, let's get moving again. Season 2 of the Ministry of Health and Wellness Jamaica Move series is here. Join us Wednesdays at 5 a.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m. right here on CVM TV. Let's get moving.
Make a move now.
Welcome back. Here's a reminder of our top stories. A stark warning from the opposition. Jamaica could be heading for a recession. Opposition Senator Peter Bunting sounded the alarm in the Senate, citing concerns about a stalled economy and the potential for thousands of job losses in the business processes outsourcing sector due to the rise of artificial intelligence. But Industry Minister Obin Hill is pushing back, defending the government's handling of the economy and pointing to increased investments as proof of growth. Tributes are pouring in for the late Patricia Golding, mother of People's National Party President and opposition leader Mark Golding. She passed away on Thursday night. And motorists and residents on Friday took to the streets of Waltham Park, Kingston, setting debris aflame as they protested poor road conditions.
And now it's time to check in for social media.
So, what's trending in our local social media spaces? Bounty Killer's Bounty Foundation makes a thoughtful donation to the Bellevue Hospital. He says providing essential items such as wheelchairs, walkers, and television sets will improve the lives of over 400 patients and improve their comfort and well-being in a supportive environment. Here are some of your comments. At honey_KK86 writes, God bless him. He's always doing what he can to give back. May his pockets never go empty. At 876 Jordan shares, Una realize the 2 AC and the 5 wheelchair is over $500,000, right? At JP posts, people criticize before they congratulate, even when they aren't in a position to do so. At Amanda B comments, big up the general. It is appreciated by many. At King Para posts, this need to be a trend. Big up. And Kiz_Mondays child says, this is what I want to see from the artists, giving back to society in a positive way. Well done. And that's what's trending online today. Continue to share your thoughts with us on X at the CVM TV and the CVM_television on Instagram. I'm Ronaldo Adams.
Let's now find out what's happening in regional and international news.
In St. Lucia, tears of joy marked the unveiling of a mural honoring Olympic medalist Julian Alfred, where she reflected on her childhood and paid tribute to her late PE teacher. Castries South MP Dr. Ernest Hilaire hopes the mural will be a source of inspiration for students, while Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has pledged ongoing support for developing future athletes in St. Lucia. More from DBS Television.
Before passing, Alfred said that Stephen played a critical role in her life and ultimately her sporting career. She says that she wished he was still here today to see how far she has come.
But I kept going, I kept pushing. On the biggest stage of my career, there are times when I do feel like quitting because things are not going according to plan, or my training doesn't reflect the results that I'm seeing, or I'm way too hard on myself. What if I did give up? I would not be able to inspire any of you. I would have wasted the time and the talent that God has blessed me with. If anything, find your why.
Trinidad and Tobago is the first in the region to adopt digital public infrastructure through a partnership with a company based in India. The platform is expected to bring the country closer to becoming a cashless society and modernizing the country's economic ecosystem. Here's TTT News.
On Thursday, the Ministry of Digital Transformation and the NPCI International Payments Limited of India exchanged an agreement for developing a real-time and efficient payments platform similar to India's flagship Unified Payments Interface, or UPI. UPI is a real-time online transaction processing system that allows users to move money between bank accounts, allow access to fast payment technology with greater autonomy and flexibility in handling financial transactions, and banks